too. Like with puppies and playing around, like chewing toilet papers.
To just stay in the UGG.
Welcome to our mukbang
It's not a mukbang. It's more of a how we met.
Q&A type stuff, but slash mukbang.
Not really.
We are having some KBBQ today on Sunday morning with the fam.
Yeah, the dogs are here.
The pups are here. As
You
you
can
can
see.
see, she's right next to me. So we have some steak, some corn cheese, some drinks. So we're good to go, you know. I'm excited because I texted him, told him that I was so hungry. And so, you know, he had to get off whatever he was doing just so we could eat, which I loved,
Surprisingly.
So I'm trying to get some of my drink going on here.
Yeah. I'm drinking this. If any of you guys know what that is, fire. Fire. This is delicious, in my opinion. But basically, why we're here, she says it's a mukbang. We're just eating because we're hungry. But it's basically how we met. Like how it all started. So how did it start?
At the time, you know, I was heartbroken because of whatever happened with my past relationship. And then I was pretty much like so sick of, you know, wasting my time on the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like asking, nah, just kidding. I mean, yes, I did ask God, like, hey, you know, I'm done wasting my time. Just send me somebody that, you know, willing to give me their all and stuff like that. And God delivered. Out of nowhere, one day he just texted me
3 times. I texted her 3 times. She ignored me twice. So I thought nothing of it when I was like, maybe I'll give it one more chance. Then she texted me back. I was like, wow. Wow. I'm so surprised.
Can you give me a little bit of spice here?
Yeah.
Thank you. But yes, he texted me, hey, not to, what is it? I'm not trying to bother you, but I just want to let you know you're so pretty, this and this and this. And the way he put it, it's not like, sup, Shawty, you look cute. No, that's my ick, okay? I don't like when somebody approached me that way, but the way he did, it was quite respectful. And so I was heartbroken at the time, crying in my room. So it's like, what else I can lose, you know? So I texted him back. And ever since then, you know, like we're talking, and at the time we were both into cars, and so he invited me out on a cruise.
It wasn't even supposed to be a cruise. It was just supposed to be her basically driving her own car and me driving my own car.
Yeah, like, because at the time I was also having my own fun little car. And so we went out on a cruise. It was pretty fun. I told him it was going to go for only like, what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes. It turned into be like 3 hours.
Was it 3 hours?
It was a long time because I remember I got home late.
What? Yeah, it was. It ended up
Like
being longer than what we expected. Because I do, like, we kick off. Well, we got along just like that. Like, at first, I was like, yeah, like, it could have been like a normal cruise and maybe I'll go home after that. But then, when I started talking to him, his vibe reminded me of my cousin that we grew up together. And she's the only person that I can get along with. His vibe was just like her, you know, like he listened, and it's like even at the time, you know, when you get into a conversation, you're like kind of just quiet when you run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
It wasn't awkward with you. normally the vibe would be off and it would feel awkward, and I would just like, hey, see you later. But
Yeah.
that. But you were not that. You were not the case.
See, I just saw all my friends at the time just dating. So I'm like, should I just give up? Like, it's been 5 years.
5, yeah. No.
I need just. So I just was working a lot, and then yeah, she popped up on my Instagram again. I just messaged her, took a risk. As you can see, it worked out because
Now we're here.
now we're here in our own house with 2 dogs doing this. So, yeah.
No, you can't see it there. You can't see her little face in there.
But I think it took me like 6 months to even ask her out. Cause
I wasn't ready at the time too. And, I just got out from like the past relationship, and I was like, I'm not sure if I like ready for another one and stuff. So he waited 6 months.
I had to show her that I was willing to do everything and anything for her, which I still am.
She was eating the butter.
And
Can you get the mac and cheese and stuff? Thank you.
And I was like, no, I want to ask you out, but you keep telling me no. Even before, she's like, yeah, I'm not ready, this and this and this. So I just asked her, I'm like, when are you fully ready? And then she kept switching it. So I'm not really good at asking people out. Or I'm not good at talking to girls, because keep in mind, I haven't dated in so long. I just cared about myself. That the way I asked her out was in an arcade in Lincoln. If you guys know where that's at, And let's just say it was kind of crappy the way I did it. I regret it. Asking her out part, no, I don't regret that, but I wish I put a little bit more thought into it. Because when I got her a promise ring, I just handed it to her while I was shaking. So I wasn't really comfortable with be like, hey, I've never been to Texas, and she was like, hey, you want to go to Texas? So I was thinking about traveling alone, but I just never had the courage to do it. And then I would say she kind of gave me the courage to do it. So we traveled to Texas. It was pretty fun.
That was the first trip, huh?
No, our first trip together was Kansas City.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fun.
And then I asked her, I'm like, hey, you ever been to California? She's like, yeah, once, but she didn't like it.
Because I was never having a fun time hanging out or going on a trip, I feel like it was a toxic situation, and I just ended up paying money to be crying in the room, you know what I'm saying? So now that I could finally find somebody that I could vibe with, I'm like, let's travel, let's have fun. Let's do things that,
We both will like.
we both would like. And we start traveling more. And it's like never a time that I got in an argument with him. There was never a time that we actually fight and make it ruin the whole trip. It's never like that. We always have fun.
Because we think, what's the whole point of planning a trip and all that if you're just gonna fight the whole time? Like, I've seen it. It's kind of dumb to even go on the trip in the first place. But that's just my opinion. And I was born there. I moved here when I was around 4 years old because of the gangs and violence and all that. So uh, I used to just remember in my earliest years just going to Disneyland after school, just seeing the parade, then going home. And I wanted to show her that. I'm like, hey, you ever dreamed of going to Disneyland or stuff? And she didn't really think anything of it. Oh, it's just like Six Flags.
Yeah, I think it's just a theme park, like normal roller coaster ride.
I was like, this is nothing like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a mission I had. Once she told me that, I'm like, I have to take her. Like, I have to work hard to take her to show her what she's missing out.
Mama? No.
I think I stand to this day that it was worth it to this point, you know, because we keep going to wherever we want. So it's pretty cool. We're what, a year and a half in, uh, but we got along really well since the start.
Mm-hmm.
We went to California like 3 times already. I took her, her friend,
My brother.
and her brother, and now hopefully we're gonna go again.
Hopefully, yes.
You know, pray to God. But
hopefully we live there one day. Because that's my goal.
yeah, we have very big dreams. So, you know, we truly hope something happens
in the long run.
Yeah. Um, you know, we worked pretty hard, and we've always wanted to do YouTube, stuff like that. I wanted to do it before I met her. She wants to do it before she met me. And you know,
now we're doing it together.
Now we're doing it together, yeah. So it's pretty cool. You know, we don't have the highest quality stuff, but you know, we don't care about that.
You gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, everyone has to start from somewhere. I've been streaming before I met her, so you know, I already had certain things that I wanted to give to her, and she's taught me a lot. So you know, pretty grateful for that.
I feel like we have taught each other a lot too. Not just me. Yeah. You have taught me some things too. I am the most impatient and stubborn person ever. When thing doesn't go my way, I tend to just give up. And just risk it all or just leave it all. Like he taught me, you know, like, hey, learn how to be patient. He's the most like calmest person I've ever met. And every time, you know, obviously like for the past year or so, it's not only like positive things that happen. Obviously there's a bad thing, there's a good thing. But
we all have our ups and downs.
Yeah. He's always ended up being the one who at the calmest and, you know, fix up the situation. And it's hard to find someone like that, to be honest. You know, that willing to like, hey, I'm sorry, even though he doesn't feel like he's in the wrong. And I know I'm wrong.
Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, guys. And I know the guys watching this that have girlfriends, wives, any of that. I've learned from older, mature people. The guy's always wrong, no matter what. The guy will always be in the wrong, so don't even fight. My dad even told me, he was like, happy wife, happy life. I'm like, she's not my wife though. He's like, don't worry. Sooner or later she will. And happy wife, happy life. So I'm like, yeah, sure. That's how I live my life. I'm like, you know, all I care about is that she's happy and that everything's okay. you know, we got 2 dogs, which that was a journey. That was a very different journey. This one right here, this little one on the couch. Oh, she you could tell that she was abused by her
previous owner.
Yeah.
Because
unfortunately.
I don't want to call it a rescue, but it kind of is. To be honest, I'm happy that I found her, and I'm happy that we drove all the way there to get her.
Oh yeah, I
and
took a
didn't
day
give
off.
up on her, you know.
Yeah, we took a day off just for her.
Yeah, because I was always like have a dog. I love having a dog. Um, but I used to have a dog. Now I don't have any more, and it's nothing out of my like I can't do anything about it either because of the situation it was in. I tried to get my dog back, but I couldn't. He took it, but I was so pretty much sad, and then I was like, I need to have another puppy. Like I need to have a dog, and so I was constantly looking for a puppy, and I have always wanted a Pomeranian for a long, 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 long time.
I used to have one.
And
all of my old friends know.
I always know as well that I don't want to get a pup from a breeder. I want some rescue or some sort of like, you know, or they owner move away and they need to be rehomed and stuff like that. I always wanted to help puppy like that. And so I found her, and at the time it was a little bit sketchy because there's no picture of her on the post.
And she looked rough when we got there.
And when we got her, it was so like it was bad. I picked her up in the summer, and you know Pomeranian, they have a lot of hair, and they get hot very easily. And when I picked her up, it was a hot summer day.
Oh, it was.
They locked her out in the cage outside with no water, just dry food. It's crazy. It means that she's been sitting there for a while. So when I pick her up, she leads me to my car, and she never looks back. That's crazy.
Yeah, she saw the paperwork and all that. Like we were trying to get all the paperwork, all that stuff. And we put the leash on her. She just kept going. She was like, "No, I want to leave now." And we like didn't understand why. At first, we were like, "Dang, like how's like this is just a new car, you know." Took us what 6 hours just to even get there, and it was crazy. Like you could see all the other dogs in the backyard, and they were all looking like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" But her name's Yuki, and she never looked back.
Yeah.
She just jumped in that car real quick. You know, we were like, "Whoa!" We're like, "This dog must be excited." We thought she was, you know, because the picture they sent us, we thought she was gonna be a problem, because that's how she looked. Well, in the picture they sent us, she looked like real mean.
Yeah.
Like aggressive. Like we were really debating if we should go pick her up, but we took the risk, and she's probably the nicest dog. Yeah.
Yeah, the sweetest dog you've ever seen. She
Yeah.
loved like getting pet by others. She's so nice, really calm.
Loves attention.
Yes, and then she's just like a really great companion. Companion. You like carrots, Mama?
And then the one on my left right now, this dog, she's a little psychopath. She's what we have really noticed though, because we got her when she was what, a baby, like she was just born not too.
Like 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Yuki has Nene traits. She's exactly like her. This dog right here, her name's Yuko. She has every trait like me.
We had to bite them.
She's a psychopath. I'm not a psychopath. I'm just
But
weird.
she's like a naughty, not psychopath, but she's like a naughty dog.
Oh, she's a psychopath. I say she's a psychopath. She'll just bark. when she wants. Not if she hears something, just if she wants. Um, but you can tell which one cares more about emotional support.
And which one is
And
just
that one,
here to have
it's
fun?
Yuki. Yuki has so much emotional support. She's like, if we'll be gone for like, say we have to go to groceries or something, she'll look at her mom and start barking really loudly, like, "Why'd you leave me? This and this and this." You know, so us taking that risk really worked out in the end. Um,
I'm truly enjoying their company, and
yeah,
I know they love me. I love us too, and yeah, best decision ever.
yeah.
And I feel like Yuki doesn't get to live in like you know when you miss like what do you call it? Your childhood. I feel like Yuki didn't even get to be herself when she was a kid because she acted a certain way. She was a little shy, doesn't like to like barks or play. She was just like sitting, sleeping, cuddling with you, and she doesn't really play. And then when I got her a toy, she doesn't seem like she's enjoy playing it either. And now I feel like she used to get punished from just being a little puppy. I'm not sure, but now that she met Yuko, and Yuko just started being this little naughty dog, I think she's like started to feel like it's okay to be herself again. And so she started acting like little dog too, like puppies and playing around, like chewing toilet paper.
Um,
But just pick it a piece out.
when when she met my family, she was very shocked. I can tell you that for sure. Cause I mean, we're all super calm
Let's take it out.
in
The
my
ugly.
family, so it's pretty funny. Uh, and you know, I knew there's things that you have to go through in certain cultures and all that, and I wanted to follow hers, you know, because I just wanted to be more true to her and her family. Because my parents, they'll accept it regardless. Like that's how we are. So you know, hopefully down the line, I uh, I do ask her, you know, and I do propose. But you know, sky's the limit. But we do want to do new adventures, uh,
A lot more, yeah.
and we want to bring you guys with us to show you.
What are we passionate about?
Yeah,
Traveling,
eating.
eating.
We love eating.
Yes, as you can see.
And if you guys ever want to try it, you know, uh, we're always saying what we eat. You know, like right now, this is homemade Korean barbecue. Like in our last video, if you saw that, we showed everything we got.
Kind
And
of, yes.
most of it.
I don't think we go through the list, but yes, kind of.
And
We are still new YouTuber guys. To be
yeah.
honest, like there's things that we gonna be like learning throughout this journey. So definitely, please be patient with us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we need to learn. There's a lot of things that we need to adjust. So it takes some time.
Yeah, just bear with us, you know. We'll get better, we promise. But hopefully, you know, there's more to come.
Yes. Oh,
And like we said, we're gonna bring you guys with us.
yes. Everywhere we go, pretty much. Hold on, Mama.
So
It's a little piece. You want this little piece?
I appreciate you guys watching the video.
Any engagement, any views, we
Yeah.
truly appreciate it.
Like
A lot or not, we
yeah,
truly appreciate it.
we don't. It's not about that, you know. It's about if you guys enjoy it, that's what we care about. You know, if you have any feedback, if you guys want us to try something, see anything, just let us know. You know, in the comments. But you know.
This is kind of like an introduction to like get to know us better on this YouTube channel. And by the way, my name is Nine, and this is
Moose.
yes.
So
Yuki. I mean, this is Yuko, and the other one is Yuki.
Yuki. Oh,
Hi,
there's
Yuki.
Yuko. That's Yuki. Right there. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click that bell notifications to know when we upload. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So, bye.